Hey everybody, welcome to the new semester. I'm really excited to have you all in class again, and I'm really excited to have you in this class, especially the continuity between the first class we took together and this one, I think is hopefully going to make for a really seamless sort of process. A lot of the work that you did in the first class is a precursor to this course. So I'm hoping that some of those skills transferred over. Um, so let's talk a little bit about the class and then we'll go from there. So this is the sequel course to interactive graphic design. And this course is really putting a focus and a premium on user interface design, user experience, and testing your threshold, your capacity for certain stressors, which I'll get to, but it's also really testing your ability to problem solve. What this course does is it cues you up to apply for jobs in user experience design, designing interfaces for screen, specifically for apps, websites, whatever. That's the whole purpose of this class. So some of these things may be really easy for you. Some of them may be difficult, but a lot of it is going to be stuff you've experimented with already. In particular, WordPress and Divi and Adobe XD. That's pretty much what you're going to be using for this class. So you know what sort of the expectations are software-wise. There are a fair amount of projects in this class that will certainly keep you busy. Let's talk about just the overall basic shell, and then I'll get back to managing your expectations. So if you log into Schoology in this class, you'll see that pretty much everything is there, save for recorded lectures. So if you want to see what the syllabus is, you can do that. You can see what the projects are, when the dates they have been assigned, the dates they are due. You can see some of the exercise assignments. You can see resources and links, and then also the discussion boards. This class is fairly dense with activity because it is being considered an asynchronous class. So a lot of the content I'm going to be posting, and then you're going to be able to work on it at your own pace, excuse me, or your own time. In the previous class, it was very regimented. Every week was something different. But this course is going to be a slower build, a slower burn, and it's going to put an onus on you to manage your time effectively and appropriately. So you can take a look through the lectures, the projects, the assignments, resources and links, and discussion boards. Some things that happen every week. Discussion boards happen every single week. Participate. I will be participating as well. All right. You do get a grade for discussion boards. It's 5 points every week. It adds up to well over 3 project grades. Okay. So make sure you're doing the discussion boards. There are also exercises every week. The exercises range in difficulty, but for the most part aren't terribly difficult. Okay. The exercises in some cases ask you to write something like a small one-page paper. Some exercises ask you to complete a task and take a screenshot. The exercises are completely different and are very intended to supplement either your thinking behind a project or to grow your technical capabilities beyond a specific project or in support of a project. Okay, so let's talk about the projects. So there are 3 projects, 1, 2, 3, 3 projects that will keep you busy throughout the entire semester. The first of which is a Divi site. You're going to build a new Divi site, but you're going to build in WooCommerce into it. So you're going to get a sense of what it's like, not even a sense, you're going to get literal experience as to what it's like to run an e-commerce website based out of Divi Builder and WordPress. Okay. The second site is an enterprise level site. So you're going to use Divi and WordPress again, but we're going to get into the really small, tiny details on how to use Divi for a website that has over 100 pages. And yes, your website will have at least 50 pages on it. And no, you don't have to write the content for it. Okay. We'll get there and it'll be fine. The last project is the OS project, or the operating system project, where you essentially have to invent your own operating system. You have to design the user interface, and you have to use Adobe XD, similar to like what you did with the app design project. You need to use Adobe XD this time to create an operating system that runs on a desktop, a laptop, a mobile device like a phone, a tablet, and perhaps most excitingly, a video game console. Okay, so there are three, it's been a long day, three main projects in the class. And let's talk about the exercises. So as I had said, the exercises are in support or extension of a particular project. You will have 6 exercises. They do not occur every week. If anything, they're bi-weekly. They range in difficulty, and you can actually read all about them in the assignments folder on Schoology. There will be an extra credit project that you'll be able to complete. I'll make that available after midterms. It is the equivalent value-wise of 1 project grade. So if you do really poorly on the first or second project, this could help you get back to a grade that you're comfortable with. Okay. So you can check those out at your leisure. Resources and links also include a few things of interest, the first of which is the Interaction Design Foundation. As I had stated in the last class, that website is available to you in some respects. There's a trial, it's a paid service, but you can get recognized certificates by Google, all the big tech companies, for the courses that you go through on it. I've completed a few at this point. I'm still really enjoying the process, and there's always something new to learn with web technology. So consider signing up for it. You will be the better for it, but there is no aspect of the Interaction Design Foundation where you're going to get extra credit for completing that work. Okay. The other link I want to mention to you is SiteGround Web Hosting. There's no book for this class. There are hardly any expenses whatsoever, but you do need to buy a web hosting service, a .com. If you did not do so in the previous class, you absolutely need to this time. It is fundamental to this course. You can check out SiteGround via the link in the resources section, or you can look at GoDaddy. I think that they've got some particularly compelling sales going on at the moment to ring in the new school year. Okay. If you have questions on that, please let me know, and we can address that accordingly. And overall, that's a basic gist of the class. There are a few things that I want to cover, particularly, you know, we talked about the projects and the assignments, but I really want to talk to you about the end goals. You need to be able to utilize all of this software and all of your knowledge to create compelling portfolio pieces, specifically websites and the OS project. And you really need to work on your personal web portfolio and get those projects on there, which is also why you need your own web hosting. Some of you are going to be graduating soon, or this semester, or within the year, and you need to have these assets in place. Interactive designers, user experience designers, their demand is at an all-time high. And you guys need to be prepared for that. Okay, this is one of the natural extensions of your graphic design career. And if you embrace the technology and the projects up front, you will be better for it in the long run. Trust me when I say that all of the students that I have that have had done the OS design project almost always get jobs, and get them quickly, because the project not only asks you to innovate, but it asks you to really utilize and practice the best user experience principles that are out there. Okay. So we will not be meeting in person. This is an online class only. It is asynchronous, so you do not have weekly, not overall weekly benchmarks to hit, other than like the discussion boards and some of the assignments. But I do want to do a weekly roundup, basically a live group chat lecture if I can help it. I need you to tell me what time and day is best for you. So I'll be putting up a survey in the announcements section. Please please complete that as soon as you can, so I have an expectation as to when we can do that. I know that last semester, last class we had together, you all benefited from those live lectures, and I really enjoyed spending my time with you in the evenings, so I hope that we can replicate that. So there are 300 possible points available in this class, okay? Each major project is worth 50 points. There are 10 points each for 6 exercises, so that's 60 points. And then your discussion posts, your discussion boards, they'll be graded based on 1 post and 3 responses across 14 weeks for a total of 70 points. And then the extra credit would be the 300th point. So if you can do all of those things and do them consistently and consistently well, then you shouldn't have a problem getting an A in this class, all right? But the margins, the numbers are smaller for a reason, and that's to make the class a bit more difficult, to manage your expectations, and to get you into a disciplined working mode where, you know, frankly, a lot of this stuff, your studio time is on your time. You need to meet your own benchmarks. This is not dissimilar from what it's like working in actual practice, especially if you've been working from home, for example, or doing an internship from home. So discipline will need to be built here, okay? The syllabus covers absolutely everything you need to know. If I am missing something, which I hope I'm not, please feel free to email and let me know what your questions are, and we can proceed accordingly, okay? So the first things you need to do are to read the syllabus, and then go through all the different course content, look at the projects, look at the assignments, and set up your workstation at home or wherever. I think, you know, I don't know if any of you will be doing this class while you're on site, but nevertheless, make sure that you're in a quiet solitude and you can really get to work on this stuff. Okay, I do champion early work submission. So if you're interested in getting work done quickly, especially because this is an asynchronous course, you could hypothetically get most of this done in advance if you wanted to. I'm not against that. But you know, the general disclaimer here would be, don't rush through it just to get it done. This class is all about immersion, okay? Immersive experiences in design and interactive. And while I may not be there to walk you through every step of the way, I shouldn't be. But I am here for you online if you ever want to talk. I can fire up a Zoom call pretty quickly. Or we can chat via other means, call, text, email, whatever. And I can help you through your projects, okay? So please don't hesitate to reach out to me, all right? Again, a lot of this is discipline building through the staggered schedule, the asynchronous model. You really need to be focused and ready to produce, ready to learn, and do your best. The lectures I do record in the evenings. I will make sure that those are up by every Wednesday night. So it's not like you're going to get a lecture at the top of the week. All right, those occur typically in the evenings for me, and then I'll post them as soon as they are available. Generally, my deadline is to get those to you by 6 o'clock on Wednesday nights. Okay, the format is similar to this. It's video. I'll be doing a lot of screen sharing in my lectures. Some I try to keep to no more than 2 hours. The average will be 1 hour. So if it feels like it's going to be a talking head video, I'll let you know in advance so you can just listen to it versus watch my stupid face talk for an hour, okay, without sharing the screen. Otherwise, the lectures will be available in addition to any of our live group discussions, okay? So check out the class, check out the syllabus, check out the projects, the assignments, everything. Respond to the poll, and we'll ease into this week. Start off with introductions in the discussion board, okay? Get your web hosting if you can help it, and start to think about your e-commerce site. That is effectively launched this week, so you can get right into it. I will provide a refresher on how to install WordPress and Divi and provide all of that information to you. So expect that on Wednesday. So nice, slow introductory week. And then next week, it'll kick into a higher gear. Okay. Again, so glad you're all here. Grateful that you know you're here for the second class. I wrote this class. This is the first time I'm teaching it. I'm really excited about it. So let's have a good attitude. Let's stay disciplined. Let's immerse ourselves in the design and the process and have some fun. Okay. Don't hesitate to reach out. I'm always here for you. See you later.